In this video, we will solve question number 12 from the chapter Not for Profit Organization. And one thing I would like to mention in the very beginning, that just like the previous question, in this question also, receipt and payment account as well as balance sheet is given, and the date of the balance sheet as well as the receipt and payment account both are the same. That is 31st March 2017, and balance sheet is also on that is mentioned, that is 31st March 2017. And again the same problem just like the previous year. Here also the balance sheet which is given in the question, here the balance sheet is of the previous year, and this should be, instead of 2017, the balance sheet, the date of the balance sheet should have been as on 31st March 2016 when the receipt and payment account, because in the question it is mentioned that we have to prepare the final account, that is the balance sheet as well as the income and expenditure account. But balance sheet is already given and the date is also of the current year, but it is actually not so. So we have to consider again in this question also that the balance sheet which is given, the date of the balance sheet, that is 31st March 2017, should be read as 2016 instead of 2017, and this will be considered as the balance sheet of the previous year, because actually it is balance sheet of the previous year. We do not have to consider, but actually it is. But by mistake the date has been, you can say, wrongly written here. So we will start solving the question. First of all, we will prepare the income and expenditure account. Thereafter we will solve, means prepare the balance sheet also. So first of all, income and expenditure account, starting with the expenditure side we will start. And for the expenditure, what we have to look is, we have to go to the payment side of the receipt and payment account, because whatever payment we are doing, whatever payment has been done by the NPO, these payments will be in the form of revenue nature or of capital nature, and it may be related with this year, the previous year, or the next year also. So along with some adjustment, we have to go through the payment side, and out of those payments, some of the expenditure will be of the related with the current year, as well as some of the expenditure may be related with capital nature, that will also be ignored also. So starting with the very first, the furniture, it is mentioned. So we do not have to write the furniture here, because it is furniture is a fixed asset. This is a capital expenditure. It will form part of the balance sheet. Moreover, there is no depreciation is also not required. So nothing is, we do not have to consider furniture in now by preparing the income expenditure account. Next is the library books also. Here also again the same thing is that it is also of capital nature. We will ignore this. Next come the salaries. Yes, we have to write the salaries here. Two salaries, and the amount for the salaries is 72,000. But some adjustment is also given with regard to salaries. That salaries amounted to 1,200 on 31st March 2016. That is the previous year. End of the previous year, salaries amounted to 1,200 was outstanding, and salaries paid include 6,000 for the year 2015-16 also. So here what we have to keep in mind, that out of the 72,000 is salary, 72,000 is the total amount of salaries, and out of these salaries, outstanding salary on 31st March 2016, salaries amounted to 1,200, and salaries paid included 6,000 for the year 2016-17. Here again some dates are, you can say, dates are confusing. Here the one thing is to be kept in mind here, the dates are confusing. The second point I am saying regarding the salary, on 31st March 2016, the salaries outstanding amount is 1,200. This is the amount of outstanding salary, and it is given that it is of 2015-16. Now what we have to keep in mind that our accounting year is 2016 and 17, because the account which we are preparing is ending on 31st March 2017. Now it is mentioned in the question that for 2015-16, 1,200 is the salary outstanding. Moreover, it is also mentioned along in the same line that salaries include 6,000 for the year 2016-17. Sorry, 2015-16. Means 6,000 out of the total salaries which has been paid. This amount, this 6,000 amount is related with the year 2015 and 16. So it is not possible, because if we consider that this was the only outstanding salary for the previous year, why this 6,000 is paid for the previous year? If outstanding salary for previous year was 1200, then 6,000 will not be paid. So as far we can come to the conclusion that this year should have been actually 2016 and 17. Means this is for the current year, this is the outstanding salary, and out of the total salary which has been paid, 6,000 will be related for the you can say this is related with the previous year. So since this 6,000 is related with the previous year, this 6,000 will be deducted. This 6,000 will be deducted because it is related with the previous year, and the outstanding salary of the current year, this will be added, because this 1200 it is related with the current year. So here we will write less salaries paid of previous year. Instead of previous we can write 15, 16, 2015 and 16, 6,000. This will be deducted, it will come to 66,000, and we will be adding salaries outstanding of current year, that is 16 and 17. 1200 will be added in this. It will come to 67,200. Now let us move to the next part. When after salaries, general expenses are there. There is no adjustment with regard to general expenses, so the whole amount of general expenses will be considered as expenses of the current year. To general expenses. General expenses. The amount is 18,000. Next is electricity charges. No adjustment, nothing is mentioned regarding electricity charges in the adjustment. So whole amount will be considered as charges of this year. Electric charge. Electric charge 12,000. Next is newspaper. To newspaper. Amount is 33,800. 33,800. Next is postage also, that is of 3,000. To postage. Postage 3,000. Next is stationery 40,000. Stationery. To stationery. Amount is 40,000. And the last is audit fees. Audit fees. Amount is 8,000. These are all of revenue nature. All these expenditures are of revenue nature. These are of recurring nature. That is, these are related, node 1, these are related with the current year only. Now more adjustments, some more things are given in the adjustment. There is a depreciation is being provided. It should be provided at 5% on land and building, and you can see the previous year balance sheet. The balance sheet is given in the question. 6 lakh is the amount of land and building, 5% depreciation. This will amount to 30,000. To depreciation on building. To depreciation. You can say land and building. Depreciation on land and building 30,000. Now, no more expenses are given. Now we will come to the income side. The very first thing, in the additional information it is mentioned that the class had 500 members and they are paying annual subscription of ₹150. So the total income for subscription will be subscription 500 into 150. This will be the total amount of subscription. It will amount to 15 5 75 and 3 zeros. It will come to 75,000. 75,000 is this is the amount of subscription. Now next is the income side. We will go through the sale of furniture. Now one important point is to be noted that the receipt and payment side, it is mentioned the sale of old furniture costing rupees 6,000 and it has been sold for 4,000. The furniture cost for the furniture is 6,000, it is sold for 4,000. So 2,000 is a loss for the organization. The cost of the furniture was 6,000, it is sold for 4,000. So 2,000 is lost. This loss will be recorded as the expenditure as to loss on sale of furniture. To loss on sale of furniture. 2,000 is the amount of loss on account of sales of furniture and it will be recorded in the expenditure side. Next is subscription. We have already recorded in the receipt and payment side. Whatever is mentioned in the receipt and payment side, that will only form part of the income. And now subscription we have already recorded. Next is sale of old newspaper. It is also an income. Buy should be added if it's buy sale of newspaper. Sale of newspaper amount is 10,800. 10,800. Next is profit from entertainment. By profit from entertainment. Profit from entertainment amount is 44,000. Now rent. Rent has been also received by rent. 84,000. Now nothing is there. No more expenses are mentioned here. Now let us do the totaling part. First of all, the expenditure side, 75,000 plus 10,000. It's come to 85,800. 85,800 and this 8 for 120 plus 8 128 1,28,000. 2,13,800. This is the income. Now come to expenses. It is 67,000 plus 67,000 plus 30 and this 30. 63,800. 63 plus 360. 63 plus 3. 66,800. 67,200 is the amount. 67,200. 30 plus 63 plus 6. 66,800. 40 plus 8. 40 plus 30. 70. 80,000. 2,14,000. Now here we can see that the expenditure is more than income. The expenditure is 2,14,000. The expenditure is 2,14,000 and our income is 2,13,800. This is the income. So there is our expenditure is more than the income, so there will be a deficit and this will come to 200. 200 is the deficit. So definitely this is a loss. So it will be written in the credit side, that is by deficit. By deficit. The amount is 200 is the amount of deficit. The total is 2,14,000. 2,14,000. This side also 2,14,000. This is the income and expenditure account. Now we will start with the balance sheet. Now let us come to the balance sheet part. Income and expenditure account we have prepared. Now come to balance sheet. Starting with the liability side, first of all, capital fund is given in the previous balance sheet. We will write in here the capital fund. Capital fund. The amount is 6,94,000. 6,94,000. This is the amount of capital fund. Now the deficit, whatever is the deficit, that will be deducted from the capital fund less deficit. Amount is 200. It will come to 6,93,800. This is the capital fund. Now outstanding salary is given, which is mentioned at the end of the year. Means 1,800 was the outstanding salary of the previous year. Now for the current year it is mentioned that the outstanding salary is 1,200. So it is again a liability. Outstanding salary. Outstanding salary of the current year. It is mentioned in the adjustment, that is rupees 1,200. It is mentioned. Next is, let us come to the asset side. Now very first the furniture is given. The payment for furniture is 18,000. Now with the previous balance sheet you can see the furniture of rupees 37,000 is already mentioned. Furniture of 37,000 was earlier there in the books of account. 37,000. Now out of this there is more purchase of furniture is also there of rupees 18,000. You can see in the payment side furniture of rupees 18,000 is purchased. Add purchases. Add purchases 18,000. It will come to 55,000 less sale of furniture. It is mentioned in the receipt side of the receipt and payment account. Furniture was rupees 6,000 is sold. So it will be deducted 6,000. It will come to 49,000. Furniture of rupees 49,000. Next is library books. Earlier also some library books were there. It is mentioned in the balance sheet, the previous balance sheet. Earlier 30,000 worth of books was there. Library books. Library books. Earlier it was 30,000 and library books that is purchased 10,000. It is mentioned in the payment side. There is purchase. It will be added. Add purchases 10,000. It will come to 40,000. Library books. Next is furniture. We have already read. Salaries. Payment side you can see the salaries is there. General expenses, electricity, newspaper, postage. All these things are related with the revenue expenditure, postage, audit fees, everything related with revenue expenditure. Lastly, it is mentioned the balance carried out, that is cash is there of rupees 33,000. This is the balance of cash at the end of the year, 33,000 mentioned in the payment side of the receipt and payment account. Cash 33,000. Now you can see some more items are there in the balance sheet. This is regarding library, furniture, land and building is there. Land and building. Land and building. Worth rupees 6 lakh is there. Moreover, it is mentioned in the adjustment that 5% depreciation is to be provided on land and building. That's we will be writing here less depreciation. 5% depreciation, it will come to 30,000. It will be deducted. Balance of land and building will be 5,70,000. Now some more things are mentioned here with regard to cash. We have already written outstanding subscription. Library books, furniture, all these things are mentioned. Now let us come to this part. First of all, the profit from entertainment. Now the important thing to be kept in mind here is that regarding subscription, you can see here that for 2016-17, see, for 2016 and 17, the amount of subscription received is 60,000 only. For 2016-17, this is for our current financial year. For the current financial year, it is mentioned that for 16-17 only 60,000 has been received. Moreover, we have 500 members, each member paying 150. That comes to 75,000. Means this is the actual amount which we should have received, the NPS should have received, but out of this only this 60,000 has been received. Means 15,000 was not received for the current year. This is outstanding subscription. 15,000 was not received for the current year. This is outstanding subscription. So this 50,000 will be considered as asset for the NPO. It will be written as outstanding subscription asset. Outstanding subscription. $15,000. This is the asset for the NPO. Now let us see. Earlier in the previous year, you can see question number 12. Yes, you can see here that outstanding subscription for 2015-16 has been received at 18,000. For 15-16, I am saying 15 and 16, 80,000 is received. Moreover, 80,000 was also outstanding in the previous year balance sheet also. So there is no outstanding subscription for the previous year. Now one more thing is there, for 17 and 18, 12,000 is received. 12,000 for 2017-18. Since this 12,000 is received in advance, this is an advance subscription. So it is a balance sheet, it is a liability for the NPO, it will be written in the liability side of the balance sheet. Advance subscription. You can write here 17, 18 also. This is 12,000. This is also a liability for the NPO. Now let us see if anything is left or not. Now nothing is left. We can do the totaling part now. Let us see what is the total. 6,93,000 plus 1,200. It will come to 693, 694, 695. 695 plus 12,000. 7,07,000. Let us see the answer. Yes, the balance sheet total is also 7,07,000. So let us write here 7,07,000. 7,07,000. Now let us do the totaling of the assets here also. The very first is 49,000. Next is 40 plus 33. It will come to 73,000. Next is 5,70,000 plus 50 means 5,85,000. 5,85,000. It will come to 77,1. 16 plus 4, 20, 0, 2. Yes, again, this side also 7,07,000. 7,07,000. This is the total of the balance sheet, which is also given, and now we can say that since the total of the balance sheet is also